And that's a wrap. Welcome back to Defending Football. Thank you guys so much for watching. The DC Defenders fell to the Arlington Renegades 32-31 at home once again. And man, some of this game was very exciting. Some of it was very frustrating. And it's almost unbelievable that we lost. Obviously, this game had no meaning in the UFL this year as both teams were eliminated from playoffs. And it would not change the draft order whatsoever. So it didn't really matter, but at the end of the day, I want to win as much as we can, especially against the Arlington Renegades, who beat us in the championship. So the fact that we lost here sucks. Kind of weird that it was also a 1-point game, just like the first time they played this year. So obviously, I'm going to give you the DC Defenders aspect of this game. Ta'amu did throw 2 touchdown passes, which is great. I got to say right now, Chris Rowland, player of the game, one of the best players on the DC Defenders. And man, is that guy electric. I hope we get him back next year. Obviously, would love to see him go to the next level. But if not, I want him as a DC Defender. No joke. Of course, Luis Perez versus Jordan Ta'amu is a classic matchup in spring football. And this may have been the last time they have played against each other. Perez looks like he is contemplating retirement. And if that is true, this is probably the last time they have ever played. Always a good game when those two play against each other. So overall, Jordan Ta'amu threw for 225 yards, 19 completions for 35 attempts, about 6.5 yards per pass there, not bad. He ended up having a decent amount of passing yards, so good to see Ta'amu slinging the rock. But one of the main problems for us, we can't run the ball, man. 12 attempts for 38 yards, 3.2 a play, and 1 rushing touchdown. Guys, I cannot wait to get Abram Smith back, and I can't wait till next year and we address this run game because it needs to be addressed. Last year, we would set the tone in every single game, ground and pound, and then Ta'amu, off the RPO, hits you for a big play touchdown. This year, they knew we wanted to do that, stopped the run, and in turn, stopped the team. I'm not saying we played horrible in this game, because honestly, scoring 31 points, that's a pretty good game for you. But man, even if you look at Arlington, I mean, they ran 28 times for 120 yards. Yes, a lot more attempts, but way more yards than we got. I mean, come on. It shows that they were committed to running the ball, and we were not really committed. May have been a game plan thing because Arlington's pass defense is pretty bad. So I'm going to say a good thing and a bad thing about the defense. You got turnovers. 2 turnovers on the Renegades, which is fantastic. We've been needing turnovers all year. I feel like we haven't got like any of them. And finally, they're getting some at the end of the year here. The problem is, you gave up 32 points anyway. It's kind of crazy that they gave up that many points. I mean, at points, it felt like the defense could not even come close to stopping the Renegades. They could pretty much do whatever they wanted. And then a problem with those turnovers, we didn't turn them into points. One of the major reasons why we couldn't stop the Renegades was tackling, which has been a huge problem for us. Even going back to last year, to be honest. Our tackling has been pretty poor all year long, and obviously you lose games when you cannot tackle. One of the most important fundamentals in defensive football. You can turn little plays into huge plays when you miss a tackle, and that is exactly what we do, and it is very frustrating, trust me. And if you don't think it is, ask Greg Williams because he'll definitely tell you. Overall, there was some weird things that went on in this game. The Renegades got a really weird safety on a kickoff where their player picked it up off the 1-yard line, brought it into the end zone trying to get a touchback. That's a safety, you can't do that. Some trick plays by the Renegades as well, and some great throws by Ta'amu. But overall, I think we blew this game. We should have won it. We had control and we let it get away. And I feel like the main reason we've been losing these close games this year, unlike last year, we cannot get point after conversions, man. Those are so pivotal to winning games in the UFL. If we hit a few against Birmingham, we win. If we hit a few against the Battlehawks, we have a chance to win at the end. I mean, it's really self-inflicted wounds for the DC Defenders all year, and I really hope Reggie Barlow and the boys figure it out. I'm excited to see what changes are made and what new players we add in the drafts and free agency, of course. So this is the last video of the season for the DC Defenders game recaps. I really do appreciate you guys all being with me. Let me know how you feel the season went down below. Obviously, we are 4-6, not good enough. But if you were the GM, what would you do right now to change the DC Defenders? Let me know. Anyway, congrats to the Renegades and congrats to Luis Perez, a Spring King legend, of course. 100% respect to that guy. Great quarterback. And with that being said, I am going to do a preview for the playoffs and the championship game. Obviously, reviews for both. So going forward, that's what's going to happen. And then after the season, we're going to do breaking news, players that made the NFL, and expansion talk, my favorite topic. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to get out of here. So for the love of football, defend football, baby.